doing our first webinar, and it's on ISS45 promotions. We're trying this out, and we're going to try to hold one of these webinars once a month on various topics and subjects, so hopefully everyone can benefit from it and learn more about their system and try to use some of the features and functions in ISS45 or your back office or whatnot. So what we're going to do is cover basically ISS45 promotions, and I'll go through do an overview. As various people, some people haven't used them, some people have, so I want to try to cover kind of how to set up various promotions so everyone has a good understanding of how to use the advanced promotions in ISS45. And then at the end, and anyone can ask questions, or throughout it, if something comes up, you can bring up a question that you might have, or if I need to clarify anything. And before we get started, I don't know if people can hit mute on their phones, so sometimes you get background noise from people. If you're talking to other people or things going on in the background, it just helps everyone hear more clearly during the call. So. We'll get started here. I'm going to log into I'm going to start by I'm going directly into ISS45 promotions, but know that whatever your back office is, if it's BR Data, if it's RBO, you can do these promotions in those, and it's you know, we suggest you do them in your back office, just because then everything's in the back office software. However, because different people have different back office software, and some aren't doing it in the back office, I'm not going to get into that. On how to in your back office. You can call us. Sometimes we need to make sure it's set up, depending on the version of software. You may not be set up to do the promotions in your back office. So you want to just give us a call, and then we can as well show you how to get into the promotion in the various back office packages out there. Once you're in it, the settings are all the same. You have a little bit more flexibility in your back office to select items versus doing it directly in ISS45. But the fields and the settings are all the same. It's just a matter of how you go about. So when you log into your ISS45, depending on your screen, some of you might have promotions already on your favorites tab. But from the main menu, you go under promotion management, and then it's under member promotions. And sections and offers, you don't want to be doing that. That's an older way of setting up some promotions, but we're steering away from that. Everything is under member promotions. It says member promotions, but you don't have to be a member or have a frequent shopper card. However, you can. That's why it's under called member. Up to be requires specific membership cards, like a senior citizen card or a frequent shopper card, or you can or allow it for everyone to use these type of promotions. And we'll get into detail, but basically there's three different types of promotions. There's a enhanced promotions, which is pretty much your basic promotion, setting up promotions for everything. You have a start date and end date, and has all the promotion offerings. The group promotions, that's more for you can set up a promotion across a group of items, like various items or categories or departments. So you can, specify if they buy this, and they get it for a set price, they get a certain amount off, they get a free item. That's the group promotion. And then the level promotions are various levels. You can have tiers of qualifications. So you can, maybe an example might be you buy 6 bottles of wine, you get 10% off. Then you can have another level. If they buy 12 bottles of wine, they can get 15% off. If they buy 24, you can get X off. So you can have different levels or different dollar amounts. They spend $50, they get this reward. They spend $100, they get this reward. They $200, they get this reward. So that's kind of what the level promotions are. So those are the three different types of promotions, and they're pretty much all set up the same. So we'll start out by going into the enhanced promotion, and we have several different types that are set up here. But I'll just go into creating a new promotion. So to create a new promotion, you'd hit new, and then you would give it a number. That doesn't exist. I'd recommend starting with numbers, because depending on the version of software and if you have tons of promotions, there has been issues if it starts with a promotion number under 4 digits. So I'd start, promotion number 1000 up. Then you would give it a description. And this description will print on the receipt, either under the item or at the end of the receipt. So you give it a number, a description, and then you have a start date and an end date, as well as you have various days that you can check here and times as well. So if you wanted to say, for example, have a senior discount on Tuesdays and Thursdays, you can just check Tuesdays and Thursdays. Or some people offer maybe, like I say, cheese department discounts. You get 10% off any cheese on Tuesdays from 5 to 7. You can specify it down to a specific time as well. Promotion. And then over here to the right, these two don't really pertain to anything that we're doing. The coupon type, if you wanted to require a coupon for the promotion to be active, you would select this drop down and select either one time only or one time per reward. Typically it's one time only. So if they have a coupon and you put that coupon number in, you get the deal throughout it. So if it was a buy one get one free with a coupon, you put the coupon in one time and they just keep getting the buy one get one. If it's one time reward per reward, you would need that coupon for every reward. So in like a buy one get one, you'd have to key in the coupon, you'd only get one reward. Then you'd have to key in the coupon again to get another reward, and so on. So typically it would be one time only. And then the coupon required, this would be the coupon number. So 1234, and that would be the code the cashier would enter in or scan. And if you use the coupon, if you put a coupon in here, that coupon code can't be in your system. Otherwise, the system treats it as an actual item code. Otherwise, it knows if you have a promotion that requires this coupon, if you key in that code 1234 and it's not in your file, then it knows it's a coupon and it triggers the promotion. These two settings here, a delayed promotion, what that does is if you click delayed promotion, that'll delay the promotion until the cashier hits total. And when they hit total, it'll evaluate the order and then give one line item discount for that order. And typically that's done for order type promotions, maybe like say you buy 6 bottles of wine and you get a discount. Delaying it waits till you hit total. It'll go in and evaluate the order. Say you have 6 bottles of wine, and it'll do one line 10% off and give you the discount. If you don't have delayed, it still works, although it can look kind of funny, because if it's not delayed, say in the wine promotion, you would ring your 1 bottle, 2 bottles, 3, and when it gets to the 6th bottle, it would know that that triggered the promotion, and it would give the discount on that, underneath that last bottle. So any type of order kind of discount, you would probably want to set delayed. If it's something like an item-specific discount, where perhaps in a buy one get one, then you don't need to have that delayed set. You would buy one get one, and buy one, then you buy the next one, and then it would show right underneath it, this was your free item. But that's what the delayed promotion checkbox is. This non-netted discount, depending on the setup, we either default it on or default it off. And what that does is nets the department. So if you want this promotion discount to come out of the department total, then you would not set that. If you check that, it means non-netted, means it does not come out of the department total. If it's not set, then it will net the department. So it's really depends on how you do your accounting, whether you want this to come out of the department total, financial total, or not. This promotion identifier field, what this is used for is you can put a symbol in there, an asterisk, a character, whatever you want, and what it's going to do is on the receipt, it's going to put that symbol next to the items. So then a customer could look at the receipt and see I put an asterisk in there, so everything with an asterisk was part of this promotion to identify that these are promotional items. Now, if you do have that, even if it doesn't qualify for the promotion, it's still going to put that on the item just to let the customer know that these items were part of a promotion. However, if it doesn't meet the criteria, it's not going to give the discount. The next tab here is the settings tab, and this is really what you're setting up for the promotion. There is a markdown department. Some people choose to have a markdown department. If you don't, then it's not going to mark it down to a specific department. It'll go by the item or by the promotion. But some people have say a discount department set up, or they know that they want it to come out of the grocery or whatever department. You can then do the drop down and specify a department that discount would go to. So I know some people have set up just a generic discount or promotion department, and so then any kind of these promotions, the totals will go into that promotion department, and then they can look at that promotion department and know this was their total discount. You can also run a promotion report at the end as well. We'll go over that. The group type is kind of what the system's looking for to qualify for the items. Right now it's set for units, meaning if you buy a single one, or you buy 2, or you buy 5 or 10, it's based off of the quantity of the units. The options are a weight unit, and that's if it was weighable. Say like you were giving a promotion where if you buy 10 pounds of produce, the qualifier is you would want to set that as weighable, and then we'll go over the thresholds, and you can set the weight of the items rather than the quantity. You can do it by value. So if you were setting up a promotion where you wanted to require, say $20, you had to buy $20 in a specific department, then you could set it by value, and it's by that value. Credits doesn't apply to what we're doing here, or there's order value as well. Typically it's units for most. And then the reward type here is really what kind of reward are you giving? Are you giving cash? Isn't really cash, it's just cash towards the order. So if you set that to cash, that you were given $1 off, it would put $1 off the order. You can do percent off, so if you were wanting to take a certain percentage, you would select that. New price would be a new price. Amount off per item takes a certain dollar amount off the item. Amount off per pound, the same. New price per pound. Target messaging, what that does is let you set up we call a message or a coupon to either display on the cashier or customer screen as well as print on a receipt. Some people kind of use this for coupon printing. So if you meet the qualifications, it can print out a message or a coupon message that says whatever you want it to say. Free item, obviously that's a free item. Percent off order, that takes it off the whole order. The difference between percent off order and percent off is percent off looks at the departments that you attach to this promotion and takes that percent off only those departments. So if you wanted to exclude, say, alcohol and tobacco departments, it would do that. If you set it as a percent off or amount off per order, it doesn't care what the items are. It takes that off the whole order total. And then new price per quantity is more, it's used to do like quantity pricing, 3 for $1, 5 for $10, where you have a quantity and a new price based off of that quantity. And then the reward here correlates with the reward type. So if this was set to cash and you put in $1, then it's going to give $1 back towards the order. If it's set for percent off, then you would want to set this as a percent. If it's set for new price, then if it was $1.25, you'd put $1.25 for the new price. So these two go hand in hand. Amount off per item, per pound. Free item, if it's a free item, then this would be how many free items. So typically it'd be 1. If they bought X, they get 1 for free. If you wanted to give 2 free items, then you would say that would be 2. And then this give the reward on highest, it's set for highest or lowest price. So if you had a bunch of items with different prices and you were wanting to give a free item, or you were wanting to take a certain amount off or a percent off, then you would tell it you want the highest price or lowest price item.
What are you doing?
The limited quantity, that's obviously limits the quantity. So if you were to do a buy 3 you get 1 free, you would limit the quantity. If it was a limited deal to 2 of them, then you would put 2 in there. That means you get 2 of these deals, and that's where it limits out. There's a minimum purchase, and that's a minimum purchase if they spend $100. If they needed to spend $100 to get this deal, then that's where you would put the minimum purchase in. And then the thresholds are what is needed to qualify to get this deal. If you had something like you buy 4, you get 1 free, threshold would be 4 and 4. So what this would do is when you sell 4 items, because it's set for units, you would get this reward. So you would get 1 free item, and then it's limits out at 2. If it was a buy 1 get 1 free, then these would be 2 and 2, where you have to buy 2 and you get 1 for free. The second threshold is just the second loop around. So if you would typically want those the same, depending on the promotion, but usually you have those the same. So you buy your first 2, you get the reward, and then it looks at the second threshold. So if they sell 2 more, then you also get the reward. If this was set to 0, then they would just buy the first 2, they would get the reward, and then there wouldn't be any rewards after that. And then over here you can have minimum item value, so you could, if you wanted to run some sort of deal, maybe say a wine discount, 10% off, but you wanted the wine bottle of wine to be $5 minimum item value, so then you would set that value to be $5. Same with the weight, and same with the maximum weight. The weight field would apply if this was, the group type was set to a weighted value. So this is the setup here. On a weighted item, the weight, these thresholds now change to weight. And so that typically applies for these 2 rewards here, amount off per pound or new price per pound. So we've had some stores, they do produce 10-pound pricing. If you buy, say bananas are 79 cents a pound, and if you buy a combined 10 pounds or more, then you get it for 59 cents a pound. Then what you would do is put new price per pound of 59 cents, and then for the minimum weight, this is where you would put 10 pounds. And if you wanted to maximize it, you could. Otherwise, you would just put in a maximum weight there. So in this promotion, what this would do is it's a weighted item. You get it for 59 cents a pound, and you have to buy 10 pounds to get the deal. And then this is also if you wanted to require a maximum weight, where if they bought more than that, you weren't going to give them the deal. And the difference you could do on that situation either new price per pound or amount off per pound. On produce, if you did amount off per pound and you gave them 20 cents off, you could put all your produce in there, or the ones that you're running a deal on, and you could just take 20 cents off a pound if they were different prices. Otherwise, if you do the new price per pound, then if they were different prices, sometimes you maybe don't want to necessarily sell them all for, say, 59 cents a pound. But and you also have by value. So this value, when you change this to by value, these thresholds change. It goes an amount. So in this situation, they would have to spend $10, and then they would get a cash, say $1 off. We don't see too many of those kind of promotions by value or order value. Typically it's by units, and then maybe by weight if it's a weighable item. And the next tab over here is the member card settings, and that would be if you had some sort of card. Sometimes we set up dummy frequent shopper numbers where the cashier can press a button and we have a preset card, say for a senior discount. Or if you're using actual cards or phone numbers or some way to identify a group of customers, employees, seniors, you would go to this member card settings and you would check member card required, and it's either available for all cards. So if you were, say, had a frequent shopper system set up where any of your cards, whether they're a silver member, bronze member, whatever your program might be, if you wanted to give this deal to all of them, you would check that box. If it's a specific demographic, you would uncheck that, and then on this drop down, you would tell it what scheme that this membership, this promotion would apply to. So if it was a senior discount, then you would set that to senior discount. Now, if you're not currently using any type of member cards or whatnot, and you're interested in that, get a hold of us, and there is some setup to set up your member type program or member numbers, be able to make that work for you. That's pretty much it. This points required to redeem, just so everyone knows. What that does is we can, ISS45, you can issue points for certain card members, and an example might be like a coffee club. If you issued cards to coffee club members, you could assign points to, say, 1 point to every coffee you sold, and then after, kind of like the punch card thing, after 10 cups, then they get a free one. You could say member card required, and you would require 10 points to redeem the reward, which typically would be in like a coffee club situation, you would say for one free item. So that's kind of what that points required is to redeem. And again, if that's something, anything member card related, if you're not currently doing it and you wanted to do it, you'd want to get a hold of us so we can set that up for you. But otherwise, in these two tabs, check out banks and loyalty server don't apply. And if you're not doing a member card settings, then you don't have to look at this tab either. Pretty much all the settings are on the setting tab. And then going back to the general tab, this set attachment button is where you tell it what items qualify for this deal. Now in your various back office systems, it's a little different. Typically when you go into your back office, there's a different type of selection, which we can go over that if for those of you that call in and want to make sure we have it set up for your back office. But without that, you would do this set attachment, and this is where you're telling it what items are in this deal. And your choices is by UPC, mix and match code, department, and then these three typically, unless we set up price groups or set these up, don't really apply. These would be your choices. So if you did it by UPC, you then hit this little lookup button, and you would key in the UPCs that you wanted to put in this deal. And you hit OK, and those are included in the deal. If you did it by mix and match, when you hit the lookup, it's going to show you your mix and match code in the system, and you can specify it by mix and match. Some people set up their promotions, say on a wine deal. Typically it's by department, but some do certain promotions, say they get a certain deal off 750 milliliters and a different deal off of 1.5 milliliters. So what they do in their back office, they assign a mix and match code to the 750s, and they assign a different mix and match code to maybe their 1.5 liters. And then that way you don't have to come in here and attach all the items. You can just do it by, say, mix and match code is 99 for all my 750 milliliters. It will then know all those items that are qualified for that. You can also do it by department. So typically, like in a wine promotion, usually it's everything in the wine department. You buy any 6 or more of anything in the wine department, then you would come down here and you would select your wine department. I'm going to delete these other ones out. So that's where it would be linked by department. So that's how you attach the items. Again, if you do it, preferably do it through your back office. You have a lot better selection of selecting items if you wanted to get really more specific rather than having to key all those items in by, say, UPC code. If in your back office you have them linked together by a link code, you can select the link code and it will insert those all into this promotion. So that's kind of the overview of the enhanced promotion. I'll just go through here and open up a couple that we have set up. Buy one, get one. It's basically you buy 2, you get 1 free item, and you're limited to 2. 10 for 10. this is set to take 50 cents off an item. They buy 10, so say if the item was $1.50, this is one way to do it. You can take 50 cents off an item after they buy 10. Free delivery, this is probably a target message of some sort. So if you, this reward on a target message is the message that you have set up, and we can cover that later. That there's a little bit to setting up your messages, which can be either printed form or it can be just displayed on the cashier screen. So in an instance like a free delivery, whatever the qualifier is, they enter a coupon code or they spend a certain amount, this message will pop up on the screen and or print it that they get free delivery. Buy 4, you get 1 free. You have free items, you have 1 free item. The threshold set to 4, so you buy 4, you get 1 free. There is a limit here of 1, so you only get the deal once. Turkey, 79 cents a pound. This would be set for weighted. New price per pound is 79 cents, and there's no minimum or no maximum. Now, something with weighted items, it's going to want you know that it's weighable. If it's a random weight item like a meat or something like that, you're going to want to set that item in your system. You're going to want to check that it's a weighable item, even though it's a random weight item. If any of these deals are based off of weight, any kind of discounting, you have to make sure that that random weight code, you know, it starts with a 2 and then whatever the code is, that's set up as a weighable item, even though it's not weighable, meaning you don't put it on the scale. For random weight items, the system knows that it's random weight, and the reason that's needed is it's always going to sell on a random weight item. It's going to sell the package for what's on the barcode. And so if you were to give an amount off a pound or a new price per pound, the only way for the system to know by weight how much that weighs is you have to have the price per pound set up as well as mark that it's weighable in the system. And the reason that is say the package was $5, and if you have in your system for that random weight item that it's $1 a pound and that it's weighable, what it does is it sells it for what's embedded in that barcode. It sells it for $5 and it says it's $1 a pound. So then the system does the math and takes the $5 and divides it by $1 a pound, and that's how it determines and knows that it's 5 pounds, and then that's how it can apply this discount. Otherwise, it doesn't know how much it weighs because there's nothing in that barcode that has the weight. It's only got the price in there. So some of you don't maintain price per pound on a random weight item because it's not needed, and that's fine. But if you're going to set up a specific promotion based off of a weight or based off of a price per pound on a random weight item, you will have to go into that item and put the actual price per pound and mark that it's a weighable flag in order for the system and the promotion to be able to calculate out and know what the weight is in order to give the discount. Hopefully that makes sense. A survey here, this is probably a target message, and it's printing out some sort of survey that would print out. So based off of whatever's in the attachment, which would be based off of an item code or something like that, it's going to print a survey. This was a 10-pound pricing. First 2 at 50 cents each. This is new price per quantity, and they get it for 50 cents, and it limits it to 2. So if you were to sell these items at 50 cents each, say they're regularly $1 each, and you wanted to sell them for 50 cents for the first 2 items, and then it goes back to regular price, this is what you would do, is you would set it up either new price per quantity or new price. It would be 50 cents, and then you would limit it to 2. So after 2, then it would go back to the regular price. And these are just some other similar, but you kind of, I think, get the idea of everything is done on the settings tab. Like this is the employee discount 10% off. Simply set it to percent off, make it 10%. The threshold is 1. They just have to buy one item. And then with the employee on the member card, actually it isn't set. You would check all member card required. Sorry. And then on the drop down, you would set it to an employee. So if they had an employee card, or you had we had a employee member number assigned to a key, when they press the key or scan the card, only they would get this discount.
Your discounts don't apply to alcohol, right?
Milk $1.99, limit to 2. Settings would be new price $1.99. Threshold is set for 1 because they just buy one, they get $1.99. They buy another one, they get it for $1.99. It limits it to 2, so after 2, then it goes to regular price.
There's no alcohol.
Just buy the meat, you get 10% off. The setting is weighable. Percent off is 10 off. The threshold is 10 pounds, so they have to buy 10 pounds, and then they get 10% off.
They have to. Yeah, it's a lot.
So that kind of covers the enhanced promotions. We'll then go into the group promotions. And the nice thing is, once you understand promotions, it's pretty much the same throughout all of these. The group is now more a group kind of promotion where you can offer a deal across the promotion taken across this group, as a range of items or departments, where, say, this free frying pan. But this is if they buy eggs, they buy orange juices, they buy bacon, and they buy a frying pan, they get the frying pan for free. So when you go into set up one of those promotions, you have the same basic setup. You would typically on a group promotion set it for delayed, so it evaluates the qualifications and waits until the end of the order when you hit total to give the line item discount. The settings on a free frying pan would be free item, one free item. The difference here is you have a group tab, and these are what we'll do is you're going to put the orange juices in one group, the bacon's in another group, and the eggs in another group. And these are the thresholds that how many they have to buy in those groups to get the deal. So group 1 is just one threshold, and that's where you would say put the frying pan in. They just have to buy one, either group 1 or group 4, it looks like. It doesn't really matter. So you would put, say, the frying pan into group 1. You would put your eggs, if they had to buy 3 eggs, into group 2. You would put your orange juices into group 3. And so you specify your thresholds, and then this apply reward calculation is the reward, which is a free item. What does that apply to? So if your frying pan was in group 1, you would check the box to give that free item, give the reward, which is a free item, to whatever's in group 1. So back on the general tab, when you hit set attachments, you could see in here what the item UPC codes are attached to what group. And when you go to specify by UPC code, it's going to say, okay, we're going to set up group 1 or group 2. You hit continue, and then you type in your list of UPC codes that are attached to that specific group. Now, in your back office, it's a little easier. You can specify the group and a bunch of items, and it'll attach it to that group. But that's kind of how the group promotion works. We'll look at some other examples. On a free ham, you get one free ham, and basically you buy a turkey, you get the ham for free. So you put the turkey in this group, ham in this group, and check the box that you get the ham for free. Pick 5 for 10. This is, even though this is set up for a group, I think there's only one group. So in something like that, you buy 5 of a variety of items, you get them all for $10. You would set it to new price because the new price for the whole group is $10. And then on the group settings, you just set your threshold to 5. So if they pick any 5 of these items, they get it for $10. That's why it's a group promotion. It's a whole group of items. Free Lipton soup, let's see, that's a similar one where you get a free item. The group you would put, let me look at the attachments here. So you buy, I don't know what kind of deal this is, but you buy mayonnaise, you get a free Lipton soup. So you put the threshold, you buy one of these, you get the other one for free. I think we just had some deal yesterday. Someone was setting up, you buy 4 General Mills cereals, you get orange juice for free or something like that. It'd be the same kind of deal. You would put the cereal quantity would be 4, and then you would put the orange juice in group 1, and it would be a free item. And you can do it on weighted items as well. If we go in here to look at this one, if I look at the settings, you get 50 cents off a pound. So the group is weighable. So if you, you could say require that they buy 10 pounds, so the roast would have 10 pounds, and then they have to buy something else. I'm not sure what it is in this promotion. Or you could require a group of things, and they get the item that's linked to this group because of the reward calculation, this check. They get that item at 50 cents off a pound. Holiday meal deal, let's see. The settings is new price. So what this would be is some sort of holiday meal where if you buy a whole group of items, you get it for $29.99. The group settings, you could require weight, say they buy a turkey, or you could, where it's weighable, and then they buy, typically, you'd have a list of items where they'd have to buy stuffing, dressing. You would set a quantity in each one of these, and you would do it all for $29.99. It's a roast for $29.99. So that's kind of the group promotion, and then the next one is the level promotion. This is where you would have a level. So in a wine discount, the reward is % off, and then on the level settings, this is where you would set your levels. They buy 6, get 10% off. They buy 12, they get 15% off. They buy 24, they get 20% off. So you have different quantity levels, and then you can also have a different dollar value where a bottle of wine would have to be in order to get the deal. Cent off order. This is set for percentage, and then these are by value. So you $100, you get 5% off. $250, you get 10%. So you can do it by a specific value there. holiday meat coupon is. So this is set, the group type is by value, the reward is a message. So they're going to, they spend $50, it's going to print some sort of coupon, and this is the coupon number. Spend $100 and they get this coupon. Spend $150, they get this coupon. So you can have different dollar amounts, and then it gives the corresponding reward for that. I think this is just the same. I'll delete that one out of there. So that that's your 3 different types of promotions. And then once you have those promotions, when you want to, you can run a report in our system where you go under reports and you go under store reports and you have this promotional sales report. And when you go into it, you can run this. This can be printed automatically each day, or you can run it, you can check which promotion you want to run a report for, and you can specify a certain date range, and then you can preview it or print it, and it's going to tell you the promotion, the how many deals were given, the amount that was given, the start date and the end date. So it gives you an ability to also print a report based off of that promotion as well. Other than that, there is some there's some settings in the system in your back office where you can exclude items from a promotion. Depending on your back office, you can set the specific items a checkbox to exclude the item from promotion. And depending on the back office, there's some settings where we can make a global parameter where if it's on ad, to exclude it from promotions. So sometimes, like on a wine, your case wine discounts, you don't want to include wine that's on ad or TPR. We can set a global setting that says if it's on a wine or a TPR, to exclude it from the promotion. So then for, say, wine items that are on ad, it would not include those in the promotions. So you don't, it helps you so you don't have to manage that on an individual item basis. So that pretty much covers an overview of the promotions. Does anyone have any specific questions about any of the promotions?
Yeah, I have one. Excuse me, this is Rick Wiley. I went on, say you want to do a promotion, you buy 2 pizzas, you get a 2-liter of soda for free. Would that be in the group promotions? How do you go about that?
Yeah, that would be a group promotion. So what you would do is, I'll just say a new one here, or actually make it. So you buy 2 pizzas and 2-liter pops, or you buy 2 pizzas and a 1-liter pop, you get the pop for free. Is that what it is?
Correct.
So you would say something like that, free 2-liter. On the settings, you would come down here and you would say that it's a free item. In the reward, you're giving 1 free item. And then on the group settings, what you would do is this checkbox automatically defaults to the first one. So you're going to give the free item to the 2-liter pops we're going to put in this group, and they just have to buy 1 of them. And then on the second group, you're going to put your pizzas in, and so you're going to put a threshold of 2 in there. So you're going to put all your pizzas in group 2. You're going to put your 2 liters in group 1, and so if they buy 2 pizzas, they're going to get 1 2-liter for free. And then when you on this general tab, or if you have RBO, you can do it that way as well. But we'll come in here and we'll say link by UPCs, and for group 1, you hit continue, and then you would type in your 2-liter pop UPCs. I don't know what the codes are, but you would sit there and you type in all your pop UPCs, and then you would come up here and you check this again, and then you would do the drop down, and you would say group 2 is your pizzas. So you hit continue, and then you would type in your pizza UPCs. And so then that way you have the items associated to the group. It goes through, and when it sees when you buy 2 of these and 1 of these, you get the free item on whatever's in group 1. And then if you wanted to limit it, you could limit it.
Right, okay. Looks pretty simple. Got it.
Yep. Any other questions? Okay, well, if no one has any questions, I think that will probably conclude this session. We're going to be try to do these once a month. Is today a good day? Is today a good day, and is this a good time for everyone, or is there better days and better times? We figured
Thursday's good for me.
Okay.
Works for me. Thursday's good.
Right now we're looking. Yeah, we're trying to do the second Thursday of each month to do one of these webinars. The next one will be April 9th, and it's going to be on label printing, typically through Bartender in your back office, on how to print labels and maybe design them and so forth. But we'll send out an email on that, as well as if anyone has any specific subjects they'd like to see some sort of webinar on, you can email back the response to that, or email myself, and we can we're going to try to set up these things so they'll benefit everyone, and we're going to try to solicit some feedback on what people's interested in, as well as if there's anyone else in your organization, any other emails, you could email us or reply back to this email that you got for this meeting, and we would include those in the future broadcasts of the emails. We're trying to compose a list of an accurate list of everyone's emails, and so.
Chat thing. There's a message from a case about YouTube. Are you going to record them and upload them?
And there was a message here. We are recording these, so we're going to record these and upload them, and we'll send out an email on how we'll make that accessible and available. As well, we're going to start doing quick little 2-minute videos on various things that we're going to have available on the internet or on our website, where as we do things throughout time, if someone calls on it, say a simple BOGO promotion, we're going to record it, do a 2-minute deal on how to set it up, and we're going to put that up on the internet. So as time goes, if you have questions or want to set up on various things, whether it's changing your tax, whether it's doing various things, we're going to try to compose a library of all these different little things that come up, so you can kind of self-help. You can go on there and watch a quick little video. As well, we're recording these sessions, so then if someone wasn't able to participate in this meeting in your organization, they can have access to the...
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
Can we get additional email addresses to you to add to the database so that it goes to other people that might need that information?
Yeah,
or if I'm on vacation and there's one going to happen and Kim needs to know about it?
Yeah, that's exactly what we want. So anyone, just send me an email or respond to this email that you got, and please give us additional emails. We're trying to get a good database of everyone's emails so we can get it out to the appropriate people. Because sometimes we might have someone's email on the list, but we don't have the POS person's email. So we want to try to get all the email addresses we can so it can benefit everyone,
Okay.
from these things, so. Okay. Well, if that's it, then I guess we'll conclude this, and we're gonna try to keep these sessions quick, because we know everyone's, got a lot to do, but we're gonna try to keep them between 30 minutes and an hour, so looks like we're about right on time, so.
Alrighty, thanks for your time.
All right. Thanks,
Okay,
Sean.
great. Thanks a lot.
Bye.
Bye-bye.